we'll move to the third row. And this is where I feel that little details that always needed to be a little bit better. So like the third row is good, but is it as good as the high cross? I'm not so sure.
Okay.
And this is something that applies for both the second and the third rows. If you're taller, will the headroom be plenty? I think it might run a little bit tight.
Okay.
Right? Even with the sunroof. So if you're somebody who's 6 foot, you'll find the roof to be a little bit close in the second row when you're sitting upright. When you're reclined, it's fine.
Yeah.
And in the third row, of course, with my seating position adjusted for the second row, I had enough knee room. But you're sitting a little bit closer. Again, it's the same reason, because the roof line, you're close to the roof line. So they've set the seat a little bit lower, so even taller occupants will be able to sit there. But does that make it the most comfortable third row given its size and everything? I don't think so.
I know it sounds weird when I say it like that, but it sounds like the ergonomics of this car were designed for Korea and Southeast Asia, and they weren't fully updated when this car was exported from there to a place like India, where on average, biologically, we are slightly taller, and therefore our limbs proportions are different, and therefore you need different edge points. You need a different ratio between knee room, leg room and stuff, and that hasn't been fully adjusted, which is like what I'm getting the sense of is this car comes very close to being generally spacious, but it misses out in places where small people will just do better and tall people will suffer, which to me generally is the difference between the average Indian being say 5'7" or something, whereas the average Southeast Asian person might be 2 or 3 inches shorter, and that's 2-3 inches is killing this part of the equation.
So is that functionality is something that you feel in both the second and the third rows.
Got it.
Right?
When you have the third row in full use, you have a decent sized boot too?
It's insane.
Okay.
The minimum luggage capacity of the car is 600 something liters.
Nice.
Because when the third row is not in use, effectively behind it is a tub which goes into the floor.
So the chauffeur's Alto can be parked there until he needs it.
You could park your bike.
Nice.
It's like that.
Sounds like my kind of car.
It's big, right? So, and if you tuck the third row down, and you can do them individually,
right?
Then to the amount of space
Yeah,
on offer is ridiculous. And then you can tuck the entire third row down. You can slide the second row forward.
Right, and keep making more space. And of course, this is part of the Hyundai Kia family. Therefore, you can also measure it up to the ceiling, and now you got like 8,500 liters of boot space.
2.5, I think. So
hello, it's marketing. You can put any number you want. Nobody's trying to verify.
It's whatever it is, somewhere in that ballpark, or 2,800. Anyways, so the luggage space by
so
default.
2,500 actual liters.
I think 2,800 or something.
Nice. It's like a Syntex tank worth of space in the back.
I mean, like you could do whatever the heck.
So the range is 600 to roughly 3,000 liters is the luggage space in this car.
600 is your, like, genuinely...
I'm saying without adjusting anything, you have 600. Yeah. If you adjust everything, it goes up to almost 3,000. That's kick-ass.
So I had my overnighter in that tub, and you can see, like...
You needed a map to find it again, no?
You just wonder, like, what are you going to do with the rest of the luggage
space? The Maybach spare wheel will stay there.
Huh? Maybach spare wheel?
Yeah, because the Maybach doesn't have a spare wheel, no? So now you have space in your Carnival to keep it.
You can put all 4 spare tires for the Maybach there and still have space remaining for luggage. That's that much space.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
I really like this car.
Yeah, it's so all these aspects of it. I mean, agreed. The third row is not as impressive as I expected.
Right.
But it's a usable third row.
Nice.
Long distances in the third row is a question mark. But I think anybody looking to buy this and use this, their focus should be in the second row, and that is something that will impress.
Got it.
Listen, this has been fun, and I think we should take this to the next level. I think our relationship's ready for it. And if you're ready, head to the MotorInc channel, where this 3-minute video ends up expanding into a hour-long video, which would be a great way for us to spend time when you're taking a jog, in a flight, commuting to work, or back. We'd love to hang out more.